Hello! Today's lesson is 16-4, and the name of the lesson is Making Pictographs. We've got an example of a pictograph here on the first slide. You've learned to read a pictograph. Today you'll learn how to make a pictograph. When have you used skip counting to help you answer a question or solve a problem? Students use skip counting a lot of times in math, and some of the examples they said today were when we're solving a multiplication problem. We can skip count to solve. Okay, here's what we looked at today on the back of our morning math. Mary is helping her teacher count new playground toys for the school. How can she put the data in a pictograph? At this point, I turned off the PowerPoint, and students worked on this. They noticed down at the bottom that the key showed 1 basketball equals 5 toys. So they looked up here to see how many for the first row. 10 basketballs. If each ball is 5 toys, they had to draw 1, 2 balls because each was worth 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10. Then they went down to jump ropes, and they drew the same symbol, balls, even though we're talking about jump ropes, we kept the symbol the same. There were 10 jump ropes, so they drew 1, 2 balls in this row as well. For bats, baseball bats, they drew 1 ball because it's 5, and each ball is equal to 5. And then finally for soccer balls, they had 15, so they drew 3 balls down here because each is worth 5. We talked about what the title should be. It's really important to put a title on your pictograph so people know what they're looking at. We chose to write playground toys for our title, just like they wrote up here. And then we asked ourselves, what toys did she help count? Students knew she helped to count basketballs, jump ropes, bats, and soccer balls. What facts can you see by looking at the pictograph? Students had a lot of facts that they said, including that at least 1 of each toy was counted. In fact, at least 5 of each toy were counted. Twice as many basketballs were counted as bats. 3 times as many soccer balls were counted as bats. That kind of thing. How many toys in all? We counted 10, plus 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25, plus 15 is 40. We asked ourselves why 5 was a good number for each symbol. We thought about it and we realized each of these is a multiple of 5. So 5 makes sense. Now we could have done 10. That would have worked, but we would have had to draw half of a 1 for some of these. We could have done 1. That would have worked, although we would have had to draw a lot of balls. You can choose what to make it, but there's some numbers that work better than others. So look at your key first before you're choosing what size group to show the data. Okay, we looked at some of the questions we were going to do so that students had a good idea of what they're going to be asked to do on the textbook. And you can pause the video and try this problem on your own. That's what the pictograph would look like for this. And we just reviewed some of the things that we were going to need to do on our own. And that was it for today.